Hi guys, short video here about the Rove R2-4K dual dash cam. So we have a camera to the front and we have a smaller camera which is still very good, but it's only 1080p and that's to the back. But you don't have to be worried, that's usually more than enough. Quality of the sensor is actually more important than just raw resolution. And here we have the built-in Sony STARVIS 2 sensor, which is supposed to deliver very good results, especially during the night. Camera comes also with a wide angle to the front and to the back, 150 and 140 degrees. Has a built-in super capacitor. Let's see how this really works. Has also a pretty large screen of 3 inches. Supports modern USB-C. Package comes with 128 gigabytes of storage. Can increase up to 1 terabyte. Comes with dual Wi-Fi with speeds up to 20 megabytes per second, and it's supported by a free app. So here's what we get. That's the storage card, full instructions manual, and we get also this electrostatic sticker for the front if you don't want to use the suction cup. Here's some accessories. So we really get a lot. Cleaning wipes, long USB-A to USB-C power cable, long power cable for the back camera, pry tool, 3M stickers, that's the rear camera, and the suction cup, and the card port to USB power supply, has USB-A and USB-C, so you can use it also to power other devices, not only this dash cam. And here's the dash cam itself here from the back, so you can see really nice solid build. What I like here are these buttons. Usually we have very tiny buttons, no writing on it. Sometimes they are underneath where you can't see them, or on the side. Mounting options are like that. So we have this rail here, so we can use this mount with this 3M tape. So we can just slide it in here from the side, then mount it to the windshield. What I like that we can still remove it. It's also nicely rotatable. And also regarding this angle here, very important. And even after installing to the windshield, we can easily remove it just by sliding up. But of course, we also have the second installation method, and that's this suction cup. Works pretty much same way. Just slide it into this rail here. We can still rotate it, secure it like that. Secure then the suction cup here nicely. Very nice extra hold. I will definitely use that one, but also the sticker is nice, and you can use the electrostatic sticker underneath if you like for easy removal. And in the back we have just this sticker here. Yeah, everything I've seen so far makes a really good impression. Good quality, good instructions, solid build, even instructions on the wiring. So it's almost impossible to go wrong here. And so we can install the Rove Dashcam app from the official app store. And so now important to add the micro SD card from their side. Just push it fully inside. Then we need a power cable. Here we can use the short cable or the long cable. And then of course, if you don't have USB-A port, you can use the car port adapter and then plug it in like that. And then we want to connect the rear camera. Sometimes it's very important to connect the rear camera first. I wouldn't do that while the camera is already powered on. I would do that first. That's the rear cam connection. So for that we have to rotate the mount a little bit to the side. So we have access to the port. Now we can turn it back. And now we have to power on the main device. Okay.
Please format the memory card before first time use.
Okay, so let's format the micro SD card. Yeah, okay. Time zone setting, US East Coast. Okay. When it says next, of course, there's no touch screen here. So next, when it's highlighted here, means just okay. When it's not highlighted, you can use the arrow up and down.
Video mode. Recording started.
So it looks like when we start, it shows already everything. And there's a lot of information here you can see. And of course we have the menu. We have a lot of settings, up to 4K, loop recording setting, different times, G sensor settings. If you are using bumpy roads, I would rather recommend to turn it off. Otherwise it will fill up the storage, HDR. And the parking monitor, let's see. So as far as I can see, it also doesn't work with the built-in capacitor. For all these options, we would need additional wiring.
Parking mode is off.
So parking mode has not been accepted without the wiring. You can activate audio or deactivate. Video timestamp, very interesting. So you can have date, time, speed, GPS location, even the logo. Choose speed units, height, status, location, live speed and compass. Yeah, so many things. It's absolutely phenomenal. I think I have never seen so many options on a dash cam. So these were the recording settings. When you hit menu a second time, goes into system settings. And here we have Wi-Fi, date, time, a lot of different things. Yeah, beeping. That's what I was looking for. I really wish they would turn off beeping by default. Here you can add your license plate, GPS info. Yeah, there's so much stuff here. It's absolutely phenomenal. And regarding Wi-Fi, you can have it off, on once, or always on. After turning on Wi-Fi, you get all the notifications like Wi-Fi name and password. Of course, I have to blur that here. So something which is really important, what I like here is that we have the Wi-Fi activated even while recording. That's really nice. With some of the cameras that doesn't work. And so you can see we have now both cameras on. This one here is to the front and this one shows me here to the back. Now let's see how difficult it is to connect to the app. Yes, Wi-Fi is on and you can see we get really good information here. So actually the booklet is pretty much not needed. That's a good thing. So I selected the Rove R2-4K Wi-Fi here. Enter the password. Now I click on connect. It says no internet. That's good. That's okay. Don't do anything. So let's see if there's a connection. Of course, I have to blur that here too because there's a serial number. So I think we have a live view. That's pretty cool. So while it's recording here, we can have the live view on the app. That's not possible with a lot of cameras.
Recording stopped. Playback mode.
Okay, with this button here, we can see all the recorded events, videos, photos. And for easier settings, with this button here, we can access all the settings. Of course, here using a touch screen because that's not possible here. Here we have to use the button. So it's definitely much easier to do that here. And so as expected, it was super easy to install. And so here we have first footage from the back. We even have some audio recorded in the back video. Yeah, it's not very loud, but you hope you can hear that a little bit in the back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And even in very difficult situations like here where we have the sun directly hitting the camera from the back, it's still nicely recording. Go a little bit back, stopping here. You can see we have full sun into the camera. We can still see the parts in the shade. Of course, color a little bit different, but still everything nicely visible. Of course, I have to blur location, speed, these things here, but everything is nicely recorded. Day, date, time, location, and speed, if you like. And then here some footage from the night through the back camera. I would say still really nice. And same thing with a car following me. And here same thing from the front camera, of course, even much better. Also here with an audio test. I hope you can hear that nicely.
Audio test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Then very difficult situation here also with sun directly towards me. You can see that here. And still everything nicely visible. So we definitely have very high dynamic range. I've activated HDR, that seems to work. Of course, you also want to see if you can read signs or license plates. Of course, I can't show you license plate because I can't show personal information, but I stop here at the speed limit sign. So you can see even when driving at 45 miles speed, we can see everything nice and clear in the single images, if you like. And of course, thanks to the STARVIS 2 sensor, it's recording in really good quality to the front during the night. You can see how nicely this footage is here. Absolutely awesome, beautiful. Really good colors throughout the day and even during the night. Yeah, absolutely perfect, nothing to complain. By the way, in the highest settings, 1 minute of recording is around 200 megabytes to the front in 4K and 100 megabytes from the back camera in 2K, and so altogether it would fill up the 128 gigabytes micro SD card in around 7 hours. Yes, I would say the overall experience is really good. I haven't found any real problem or so, was super easy to connect. Didn't even have to check the instructions manual. Everything was really straightforward, very intuitive to use, easy to attach to the car, to the windshield, and yeah, also Wi-Fi connection worked really good with the app, everything, yeah, really nothing to complain, and footage is good. So I would say full recommendation from my side. And so if you're interested, I'll put down the link to the Amazon listing down into the description so you can check it out and order one for you if you like it. And I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments or want to share your own experience with this dash cam, then just let us know down in the feedback area. I'm always happy to talk about these things, and if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, see you next time.